Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's edition of the MUSpartans.com Spartan Show for the week of October the 9th through the 13th, 2017. On this week's show, we sit down with swimming and diving coach Mike Kroll as we'll look ahead at the upcoming season. We also have head men's and women's golf coach Tara Boone and first-year golfer Taylor Erfman to discuss the upcoming HCAC Women's Golf Championships. We also bring you our weekly highlights package, and we also take a look at our Spartan Show MVP of the week. Stay tuned.
Coach, the 2017-2018 swimming and diving season gets underway this Saturday with the alumni meet and then the Purdue University Invitational on the 21st. What are you looking for out of the team in these several next coming meets?
So to begin the season, we're looking for just mostly energy from the team, how we're approaching the meets, our team atmosphere, how we're coming together as a team. The alumni meet, it's the first time that we're doing it as a program since we're just going into our fourth year. So with that, it's more of, in the past every year we've done what we call the Spartan Challenge, and it's more of a challenge practice for the swimmers. They'll do basically every event that we offer, we'll have in that practice, and they swim them all. So it's kind of like a mental challenge. And so this year we're doing that, but we're also adding in our alumni are coming back and taking part, are going to be captains for the team and kind of get the teams going against each other and stuff like that. And then with the Purdue Invitational, there's just a lot of teams there that we don't normally see, some D1s and NAIA teams that we don't normally see, so it'll be fun just to get up and race and to see all the hard work that we put in for the past 3-4 weeks. So
that's a pretty neat experience. A little way down the road, the Spartans will be competing in the first HCAC championships. What does it mean for the program, the conference, the Manchester as a whole to be able to compete for an HCAC championship in the swimming and diving for the first time?
Yeah, so I think it's a great thing that the HCAC has decided to stand up swimming and diving. They decided that just over the summer. And so with that as a program, I think overall just from Indiana high school swimming has always been strong swimming. And so this shows that Division III is growing within Indiana. And so the opportunities for those high school students to go on and swim in college is really growing, and they're having more opportunities, which is in turn good for us as a program and as a university, and it increases out to the conference and so forth.
Yeah. The black and gold will see a lot of familiar faces in the pool this season. What does it mean for your coaching staff to have such a large returning group of athletes?
Yeah, so on the first, it just shows that we're entering year 4, that we are sustaining the program, that our efforts to grow the program and stuff are now leading into the sustaining part where we have the upperclassmen building that, or staying around and keeping the foundation for the program as the freshmen and sophomores come in. And then secondly with that, we have just probably an equal number of freshmen on the team as we do upperclassmen this year. So it's really good to have those upperclassmen around to bring them in, and so that it's not quite a shock to the freshmen coming in. For example, like today, we were doing sets in the practice with resistance cords and all kinds of what I call fun toys. They probably think of them as more torture devices, but some of the freshmen had never used them before, and so our upperclassmen were just showing them how to use them and stuff like that, and really getting the atmosphere going.
Thank you for coming up on the show tonight.
All right, well, thank you for having me.
Now it's time to introduce our Spartan Show MVP of the week. This week we honor senior football player Wayne Smith. Smith led the Spartans with 7 tackles this past Saturday at Defiance College. Wayne's contribution extended to special teams too, as he recovered an onside kick in the dying moments of the game that allowed the Spartans to march down the field for a game-winning field goal. Congratulations, Wayne.
Head men's and women's golf coach Tara Boone and golfer Taylor Erfman now join us. Coach, can you begin by just reflecting on the past couple of weeks? Recently the team finished 3rd at the Earlham Invitational. What was the team able to do in order to finish in the top 3?
We've had a good, just not the last couple weeks, but I'd say the whole season we've had overall we've done pretty well. With Earlham to come back and shoot about 20 strokes more or less than what we did in the first round was, that's quite a bit to jump from like 5th to 3rd. And we've done that all season, so that it wasn't a surprise. The course was tough. The putting conditions were not fair. I would never say that ever, but that'd be my first and last time to ever say that. It wasn't a fair conditions for them, and so them to be able to come back from their first day and lower their scores with those type of putting conditions, it showed a lot of fight in them.
That's great. And so Taylor, this is your first year in black and gold. How do you feel your first season has gone so far here at MU?
My first season it's been a blast. My teammates and I are all pretty close, and I think we've had a great season so far. I'm excited for conference.
Awesome. And so just a little bit about your past. You played golf all 4 years in high school. How did you get into this point, and was there any individual growing up that maybe had an impact on your success now?
Well, my mom actually made me play golf. I had never any interest, but then my high school coach just really worked with me a lot, and she put a lot of time, dedication into me, and so she's probably the reason where I am now.
Right. And lastly, Coach, with the HCAC championships looming, how do you prep for the event this coming week? Is there anything specific you want the team to work on?
No, we're sticking with the same routine. We're doing the same thing that we've done the whole season. It's worked, and so we're not going to change anything and do anything last second that kind of mess up our mojo or whatever you want to call it. So we're just sticking with the same plan, and then I don't think we've peaked yet. So and so all the other tournaments, they don't count anymore. Those are all in the past. So I feel like this weekend is our time to peak.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us today, and good luck with the championships this weekend.
Thank you.
Now we turn our attention to this week's highlights package. We start by heading to Good Field as the women's soccer team hosted HCAC foe Anderson University on Wednesday. The Ravens visited Manchester with just one loss on the season and were able to defeat MU by a score of 4-0. Courtney Hersick led the way offensively for the Spartans by putting 2 shots on goal. Gwendolyn Foreman also contributed to the offensive pressure as she put her 1 shot on frame. Defensively, Cammie Holford minded the net for all 90 minutes, and she finished with 11 saves on the day. The team is next in action on Wednesday as they visit Franklin College with a 7:30 p.m. kickoff. Stauffer Wolf Arena was also busy this weekend as the volleyball squad welcomed in HCAC opponent Transylvania University. The Pioneers took the first set off the Spartans, but the Black and Gold answered back by taking the second set 26-24. From there, Transylvania was able to win the next 2 sets to defeat the Spartans 3-1. Junior outside hitter Haley Duncan led the Spartans offensively with 13 kills along with 7 digs and 5 blocks. Freshman Lauren Gandhi contributed with 31 assists while Anna Marie Lowry earned 16 digs on the day. The Spartans will next be in action on Wednesday as they host Anderson University. That concludes this week's edition of The Spartan Show. Follow along with us on social media this weekend as we celebrate Homecoming 2017. Be sure to tune in next week for a recap of those festivities. As always, you can stay up to date with all Manchester University stats, scores, and news by visiting www.muspartans.com, the internet home for Manchester University athletics. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. To watch our latest video, click the box here. To subscribe to our channel, click this circle.